I'm here outside the Materials Science and Engineering building on Bush campus.
Coming live from Cook Doug, we are at the Bugs exhibit.
All right, guys, we're back at Voorhees Mall, and I'm...
Hi everyone, I'm here with Thomas from the Makerspace.
Hi everyone, today at Rutgers Day we are with Ollie Roo.
Hi guys, I'm here with Brielle from CMSCE.
Okay, so I'm Rick Anderson. I'm Director of Virtual Worlds and Game Research and Immersive Design.
And we're here with President Holloway. Thank you so much for spending a few minutes with us. I was just wondering, what's so special about Rutgers Day to you?
Well, Rutgers Day is amazing because it's our open house. It brings the whole community together, lets us show off. You know, we get to see, anything from Cook Douglas, well, all the way across the campus, and it shows how comprehensive we are.
Hi, this is Chloe. I'm live reporting from Cook Douglas on Rutgers Day for Scarlet Media, and we're here with President Holloway. Thank you so much for spending a few minutes with us. I was just wondering, what's so special about Rutgers Day to you?
Well, Rutgers Day is amazing because it's our open house. It brings the whole community together, lets us show off. You know, we get to see, anything from Cook Douglas, well, all the way across the campus, and it shows how comprehensive we are.
Yeah, no, Rutgers Day is a really great opportunity for everyone in the community to come out. And for those looking to come out next year, what's your encouragement for people who are thinking about coming next year?
Well, my wife answers this question because we first started coming here 3 years ago.
Yes, 3 years ago.
And then she told me what we're going to be doing. And how did that go?
Oh, it's just such an amazing university because it has something for everyone. Rutgers Day just shows off everything, and we'll be going to engineering, we'll be going to, this is my favorite because I love animals.
That's the thing, so she insists
yes, we always start
here.
So.
That's really awesome. Do you have anything else that you wanted to say or add?
Come explore, that's what I'd say. Come explore this amazing university serving the citizens of the state of New Jersey, and if there's something you're interested in, I promise you we have it. Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time today. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks.
Here at Shai Stadium, and I'm with Todd, the director of bands at Rutgers University. Todd, can you tell me what it's like to be a part of the marching band?
Being part of the Rutgers University Marching Scarlet Knights is like being part of a family. It's a very large organization of students who come from all majors here at the university who work together on putting together great performances on the field, both for pregame and halftime, to entertain our fans and support our team.
That's awesome. And can you tell me how students can get involved with the marching band?
Yeah, absolutely. All they need to do is check out rutgersbands.com. We have a link there to sign up. There is no experience necessary. There is no audition process. And if they want to be in the band, we accept them.
That's great. And Rutgers Day is coming up, and the marching band is going to be performing. Todd, can you tell me a little bit about the preparation that goes into this?
Sure. We draw upon what we do in the fall. Our band rehearses from late August all the way through the end of November, which is football season. And all the training that we do during the fall, we apply to the spring game. We're out of session typically from December until summertime.
Julia, can you tell me a little bit about what it means to be in the marching band at Rutgers?
Yeah, it's being part of a huge family, a community of support. Our tool to have family and community feeling is music, but it's everything that you want in a big family. Support, friends, fun, a common goal to work towards. We have over 80 different majors represented in the marching band, so you can find a person for you there in the marching band.
That's great. And do you have to be necessarily a music major to be involved in the marching band?
Absolutely not. We have a ton of engineering majors, nursing, pre-med, biomed, business. It's really whatever you want out of it, you can get. There's no auditions. And like I said, you could find somebody probably in your major in the marching band.
That's great. So anybody can get involved with the marching band, and so Rutgers Day is coming up. The marching band's going to be performing. Can you tell me, is there anything else you guys are preparing for in the future?
Oh yeah, so we're just coming off of doing the 2023 Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, and at the same time we were invited to go perform as the representatives for the United States of America at London Band Week 2025. So we have preparations for that coming up soon. They'll be in June 2025.
Well, congratulations. A lot's coming up for the marching band, and thank you for talking to me, Julia.
Absolutely.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Rutgers Day 2024. We have a beautiful day. The sun is out, and the marching band is beginning to play. They've been practicing all morning, and we've had the opportunity to interview the director, the assistant director. You're going to see that all later. But we have coverage across all of the different campuses, Scarlet Media, different students working together, and our broadcast will be going until 3 o'clock. As you can see to my left, we have the marching band, and they're going to be performing later also at the Spring Bowl. It's going to be a great day, and this is how we kick it off. And we have the marching band playing the Rutgers anthem right now. They'll be playing this later at the game, and they actually got a great opportunity next year to play in London to represent the United States of America as the only college to represent us in London. And you can see them all right here. The marching band's actually been working on this parade since the beginning of the year. They have a class that they take starting in September and it goes through December, and they honestly take their knowledge from that and they apply it here. They haven't practiced until this morning, which is pretty crazy to think, but as you can see, they sound great, and they're going to be great for the spring game, and when they go to London, they're going to do a great job representing the country.
Hi, welcome to Rutgers Day. I'm here with two members of the marching band. We're lucky to have a chance to talk to some of the members. I'm here with...
My name is Ashley. I was one of the drumline captains from last season, and I am one of the 2024 drum majors.
And I'm Dan Diaz. I serve as a co-baritone section leader and the historian of the Marching Scarlet Knights.
And I'm Emily, and here's some questions for you guys. What is it like to be part of the marching band?
Sure. So being part of the marching band is really a family. We're very inclusive. We all love each other. And the great part about being a part of the marching band is we accept all students, whether you're a music major or you're a historian.
Yeah, and much to Ashley's point, even if you don't go to school at Rutgers, but you go to a state school in New Jersey, you are still more than welcome to join the Marching Scarlet Knights. And like Ashley mentioned before, we have over 82 majors that encompass the entire band, making it probably the most diverse on-campus group.
So what is your favorite memory from being in the marching band?
So this past fall, we had the wonderful opportunity of getting to march for the first time in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. It was a very early morning. We all got there at around 3 a.m., but it was ultimately a really great day. We got to see over 32 million people on TV and all of our fans cheering on the sides. That was such a wonderful memory.
Alongside with that great memory, I'd also like to add when we found out that we were going to perform in London in 2025, that moment was just surreal, and being with the entire band community and band family was really something truly impactful.
Wow. That sounds awesome. So I am a musician myself, so it's so cool to hear about your experiences. So what are you most looking forward to in your future with the Marching Scarlet Knights?
Sure. So like Dan had mentioned before, we're going to London in 2025. That's going to be a super great experience. Right now we have close to 300 registered members right now that are going to be marching with us in London. So that's really a wonderful memory that we're looking forward to making, and hopefully we get some more people joined.
Yeah, and just growing our presence on campus, going hopefully from about 350 members even to 400 for this upcoming year is going to be something truly spectacular, and we hope to continue our presence on campus and continue to be that extension of school pride in its physical format.
And how can students get involved with the marching band?
Sure. So we actually do have a website. It's www.rutgersbands.com. You can join the band, check out our other programs. We have a twirler program that is in the marching band. We have the color guard, a bunch of different sections that you can be a part of. Or you can go to our social media. It's at RU Marching Bands. You should find us on Instagram. And then we also have a bunch of section Instagrams as well, so you can keep up with all of the information, our first practices and stuff like that.
Yeah, alongside with that, also throughout the year we have High School Band Day, which prospective high school students who want to go to Rutgers or join our band can come and see what it's like. Today is our Scarlet and White game, and we'll be having our prospective members for next year come and play with us and hang out. We are also all around for the involvement fairs, the admitted student day. We're here at Rutgers Day too. We have a table down there, so go check us out. So there's many ways to get involved with the band and hear about us, and hopefully we implore all of you to, find out who we are.
Seems like everyone involved in the parade had a great time. The parade was definitely a fun way to kick off the day. Let's turn our attention to the Voorhees Mall, where schools and departments at Rutgers decorated their own unique art sculptures that are displayed here at Voorhees Mall Art Garden.
We're back in Voorhees Mall on Rutgers Day, and I'm here with Tim in the Art Garden. Tim, can you tell me a little bit about what the Art Garden is?
Yeah, so the Art Garden is a collection of these wooden arts that different departments and organizations across campus decorate, and each art is inspired by their organization, what they participate in. So for example, we have the Asian language and cultures, and they've written I think hello and love in different languages. There's ecology department as well. But yeah, it's pretty fun, just kind of like a little sculpture garden.
All right, great. And what's the process of creating one of these arts? Is there an application you have to fill out or anything?
Yeah, so the organizations, they can reach out to the Rutgers Day staff probably in December to apply to participate in the Art Garden. We got a bunch of applications and a lot of cool design ideas. In the end, we picked a wide range of different departments to showcase a unique range of organizations at Rutgers.
All right, thank you, Tim. And guys, if you come to Voorhees Mall, there are artists literally everywhere, so you should come down, check them all out, and enjoy the rest of your Rutgers Day. Alright guys, we're back at Voorhees Mall, and I'm here at the Center for Latino Arts and Culture table. Can you tell me a little bit about the table?
Yes, so the Center for Latino Arts and Culture is otherwise known as the CLAC, and we are tabling today to showcase our community. For those who may not know, we have about 8,600 Latino students here at Rutgers, so it's now going on in 14% of the population. We also have a thriving student community. We have over 25 student organizations, many of them featured in this area, along with the cultural centers, Center for Social Justice, Education, and the Asian American Cultural Center. So people coming today to Rutgers Day, enjoy your day, and please visit us. We do have some giveaways. We have some face painting for kids. We have a Colombian artist who's doing all the face painting and leading that work, and Cristina Hoyos. And so as part of student affairs, we try to make our students feel at home, and we want to share that experience with you today.
That's wonderful, Carlos. And can you tell me a little bit about how students can get involved with the Center for Latino Arts and Culture?
Look us up. We are on Facebook, social media, RU CLAC. RU, Rutgers University CLAC, Center for Latino Arts and Culture, and you can visit our website, clac.rutgers.edu. Just search your favorite engine. Yes.
That's wonderful. So guys, you can come here to the Voorhees Mall, you can visit Carlos, you can visit face painting over here. There's so much to do, and enjoy your Rutgers Day. We're back here at Voorhees Mall at the human-sized bubbles table, and I'm here with Paulo. Paulo, can you tell me a little bit about your organization?
So I work with the Center for Social Justice, Education, and LGBT communities here on campus.
That's great. And can you tell me a little bit
called So you can visit us on 17 Bartlett Street, right by the Panera on College campus, and also on Instagram at RUSJELGBT.
Great, thank you, Malo. Enjoy the rest of your Rutgers Day, and we'll see you later, guys.
Hi everyone, my name is Caitlin Fung. I'm a senior at Rutgers University. I'm also a leadership scholar at the Institute for Women's Leadership, and I'm here with Julia Block, who is a mentee in the Allison R. Bernstein Media Mentoring Program. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, Julia?
Yeah, hi, I'm Julia Block, and I graduated from Rutgers in May 2022 with a major in journalism and media studies and a minor in digital communication, information, and media. And now I am the associate editor at Integrated Media Services, so I work on a team to help produce a bi-monthly dental trade publication.
Can you tell us a little bit about the Allison R. Bernstein Media Mentoring Program and what the program is, and how would you define a mentor?
Sure. So the Allison R. Bernstein Mentoring Program essentially connects alumni who are more recently out of the college gates and who have maybe like a year or so of experience in whatever they're doing with someone who maybe has like 5 years or more experience in some field of media. There's a lot of people in it's like journalism and communications, IT, marketing, other such fields. And I think the idea is it gives you someone that you can connect with about your field and what's relevant in those industries, but also there's other events that let you network and kind of learn like workshop style, some tips and tricks to help you improve your, I guess, personal and professional development.
What is a mentor to you?
So I consider a mentor someone who you can kind of build a relationship on respect and trust, and you know that in some way their life experience is going to be able to kind of intersect and integrate with yours in a way that resonates with, you know, getting you to wherever your next steps could be. I think it's also like beyond just a mentor in like a professional atmosphere, it's also good just to have someone who's a few years ahead of you and can kind of steer you through kind of what life holds for you.
Yeah. Could you tell me how you got involved with the media mentorship program?
I've been recommended for the program by Professor Steve Miller. He's the director of the journalism and media department here. So I kind of came into it with, I guess, less of a mission in mind. It's kind of like the program is what you make it. It let you kind of, based on what you wanted to get out of it, you can take as much or as little and kind of shape it into being super personal, super professional.
Can you elaborate on what exactly the program has done for you?
Yeah, I found that if anything, the program has kind of introduced me to new industries that I could potentially, you know, transfer my skills to. But speaking with my mentor Jasmine, she has tons of industry experience in communications, and she's also worked in marketing, and she has some project management, and all those things were previously things that sparked my interest, but I didn't really recognize that they were something that maybe I really could segue into. And she's just been super inspiring and really like a good guide to kind of like reassure me, like, no, you can really do these things.
What kind of topics that you discussed in like one-on-one meetings or even like over text, are there any that stood out to you the most that you gained a lot from?
Yeah, I always think to when I was kind of feeling a little bit of pressure because we were in a really busy period during my work, and I felt like I was working really hard and I was doing everything I was supposed to be doing, but I wasn't doing it at the speed that I would have liked. Like I felt like everything was taking me a little bit longer. And I was kind of beating myself up over this, but I had been at my job for less than a year, and she kind of was telling me like it's all okay, and like I left that night feeling better. But by the next time I saw her, she got me this little like turtle figurine, and it quite literally lives on my desk now. But when she gave it to me, she kind of gave it to me with like the lesson and explanation that sometimes things take a little longer than we want, and that it's kind of okay for you to have to take a little more time to get to where you want to be and to finish what you want to complete. But in the grand scheme of things, it always gets done. And I think that it's one of those things I continue to try to carry with me, and I do look at the turtle on my desk when I'm struggling. So I think in that way, like I felt really seen, and just the fact that she kind of thought of me during her personal time to be like, yeah, this fits Julia.
Yeah, that's really cute. And
Yeah.
like, even beyond your mentor-mentee relationship, like you'll always see that turtle and you'll always probably have it on your
Yeah,
desk.
he's gonna live on my desk forever.
Yeah. Have you felt inspired from the program to be a mentor yourself?
So I think I like the idea of being a mentor myself, but I'm not quite in the mindset that I want to pursue it just yet. Like, I feel like I just was a mentee, and I know that my mentor Jasmine, like I said, was a mentee herself. I think I have a lot of learning to do. I want to, see more things and do more things and kind of personally and professionally grow some more before I, share more knowledge with someone else. But I definitely think the program is beneficial to anyone who will know they have a guidance in mind, and if they don't think they need the guidance, if anything, it gives you someone you could talk to when something comes up down the line and suddenly you do need that guidance, and they give you that little bridge that you can kind of connect the dots when you're ready.
Lastly, what are your next steps after this year's program?
So my next steps are kind of gray area, because in that sense I feel like I'm still very much living in the now. I'm thinking I want to continue to grow up my current role, and I'm hoping that as I get more into that routine that I'll feel more comfortable to kind of analyze where I could go next from there. But right now it's just kind of keeping up with what I got.
Yeah, and hopefully taking all the insights that Jasmine has given you and applying that to your life.
Yeah, for sure. And like I said, she's going to be there going down the line too. So, yeah.
Well, thank you for talking to us about the Allison R. Bernstein Media Mentoring Program.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah.
We are back, and we're with Jackie. So thanks for being here, Jackie.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for having me.
Of course. Can you tell us more about the IWL Leadership Scholars Program?
Yeah, so the Leadership Scholars Program is through the Institute for Women's Leadership at Rutgers. It's a 2-year, 19-credit interdisciplinary certificate program where students get the opportunity to learn about women's leadership through their specific policy track. So not only do we learn about women's leadership as a whole, but all of the scholars in the program have their own track that they focus on. So for me, I'm a biology major on the pre-med track, so I got to learn about public health, about women's leadership, and about the intersection between those two areas.
And what is the best part about being a leadership scholar?
There are so many perks to being a leadership scholar. Being in this program has been one of my favorite experiences at Rutgers, and I think that for me the best part is just the community. The professors are unlike any of the professors that you'll ever meet, and I say this with true sincerity. They care about your well-being not only in the classroom but beyond the classroom as well. They constantly check in on us, make sure that we're doing okay, and that if we ever need a break from our work, they're always willing to give that to us. And I think getting to work with my fellow scholars as well has been an amazing experience. They're all really passionate about their different tracks and their different areas of study, and it's been just great getting to work alongside them, and I'm excited to see everything that they do in the future.
Along with that, what's the most valuable skill you learned by participating in the program?
I think one of the most valuable skills is public speaking. Before coming into the IWL, I was so scared to get up in front of a crowd and to just talk to anyone in general. I probably wouldn't even be here today without the IWL. But I think, from the moment I walked in there, we were giving speeches about our passions, about women's leadership, about our interests. We were doing budget negotiations, we were pitching our projects, and we were engaging in so many public speaking opportunities. So that's been amazing. Another thing is adaptability. When we were going through our social action projects and conceptualizing them, I think a lot of us didn't really see the full potential of our projects. But for me, getting to work with the Scarlet Media team was a big reroute in my whole project conceptualization, but it's also been the best experience that I've had with that project. And getting to see it in a video format was absolutely wonderful.
And can you talk about putting feminist leadership into practice through your social action project?
Yeah, so again, before the IWL, I didn't really have a true understanding of what feminist leadership was, but I think that what I learned is that feminist leadership is all around us. It's not just at the IWL. Feminist leadership is about lowering that hierarchy between leader and led, and it's about leveling that platform so that everybody can engage in collaborative work towards a shared goal. So, yeah.
And how will you take what you did in the program into the future?
So I forgot to touch on my social action project, but my social action project was about using dance therapy as a non-traditional mental health resource for students here at Rutgers. And in all my collaborations, both with the Scarlet Media team, with my professors, with other organizations on campus, I really tried to employ feminist leadership and see the different connections that I had, make sure that everybody was okay with the work, make sure that I was checking in on everybody along the process. And All of this came about at a really exciting time because Rutgers just launched their Scarlet Well initiative. So they are going to be offering grants to different students, about 20 students next fall, focusing on different wellness programs and potential projects that could be here at Rutgers. So I've been collaborating with the Mason Grove School of the Arts and the Center for Youth Social Emotional Wellness, and I'll actually be applying to that grant program with my project from the IWL. So it's been really great getting to see, from the beginning up until now, how far the IWL has taken me, and I am just very grateful that I had the opportunity to be in this program.
Big congrats on it. That's
Thank
huge.
you, thank you.
And how can other students get involved and create such projects like yours?
Yeah, so every winter on the website, the IWL website, applications will be live, and all the professors are really, really wonderful. You could even probably reach out to them and email them and just say, hey, I saw this program on the website, or I saw it at Rutgers Day and I'm really interested, and they'd be able to also guide you through the application process. There are a bunch of bios for all the past scholars on the website, so if you think that you might not belong in the IWL, there is a place for you. There are a lot of diverse individuals with different passions, so definitely come out and apply.
We've made our way inside to the Zimmerly Art Museum, and I'm here with Claire. Claire, can you tell me a little bit about what the Zimmerly is doing today for Rutgers Day?
Sure, so we have scavenger hunts available from now until 3 o'clock. It's an emoji scavenger hunt, so you can match up the works on view to the emojis on the paper, and then you get a prize. We also have a make your own plaster sculpture available until 3 o'clock, and that's inspired by our George Siegel exhibition on view downstairs.
That's great, and can you tell me a little bit about how students can access the Zimmerly on a regular day, not just on Rutgers Day?
Yeah, so we're free to everybody all the time, including Rutgers students, and we're open from noon to 5 on Saturdays and Sundays, and we're also open from 11 to 6 or 11 to 8 on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
That's great, and do you have to pay anything for admission?
Nope, it's free all the time, but as a special bonus for students this upcoming month, on Tuesday, we're having a study break. So even though we're normally closed to the public, this Tuesday we're open for students to come and study from noon to 5, and we'll have activities and snacks. And then this coming Thursday is our last Spark Night of the season. We're focusing on Asian American, Pacific Islander, and Desi Heritage Month. So that goes from 4:30 to 8 p.m. on Thursday. So we hope to see you all there.
Thank you, Claire. That sounds great. And as you can tell, there are a lot of opportunities here at the Zimmerly Museum. You should come check it out here on Rutgers Day or any other day.
That sounds like a great time. I wish I got to do the scavenger hunt.
Me too, that's not fair. And the art workshop sounds great too.
Let's turn to the Eagleton Institute, where students study American politics.
Hey guys, I'm back and we're with Eagleton now. I am with
Rosie Connolly.
And what is your role at Eagleton?
So I'm an Are You Ready intern at the Center for Youth Political Participation, and essentially what I do is host civic fairs and youth leadership conferences for high schoolers in local area schools that are either underserved or don't have access to proper civics education.
Awesome. So what is Eagleton? Can you just give us a little explanation?
Yeah, so it's basically the Center for Politics at Rutgers University. So it's basically all things practice and process of politics. So there's a lot of different centers here. We have Center on the American Governor, Center on American Women in Politics, and we also have the Center for Youth Political Participation. So if you're interested in politics, interested in political science, policy, this is a great way to start.
And how could people reach out to you if they're interested in joining Eagleton?
So we have an Instagram. I believe you can look up at Eagleton Institute of Politics. We also have specific Instagrams for our centers. So we have Rutgers CYP, CYPP for my program. Basically through Instagram, we also have valuable websites. If you look up Eagleton Institute of Politics, and then you can find the different centers from there, and then there are ways to connect on there.
Great. And so what would you say your favorite part is about being involved with Eagleton?
I love Eagleton because it really allows you to get in depth into politics. A lot of times you're just consuming news, you aren't really allowed to practice it, consume it in a way that really sparks your imagination, gets you thinking about the actual system and process of politics. So I've taken a few classes at Eagleton, and the classes are absolutely great. There are lots of amazing speakers that often come in and are able to talk to you about actually practicing politics. So it's really the practice that makes Eagleton stand out to me and makes it such a valuable institute at Rutgers.
Great. So is this your first Rutgers Day, or have you worked at Rutgers Day before?
This is my first Rutgers Day working. I came when I was younger and walked around like the rest of the kids, but this is my first Rutgers Day working.
Cool. Would you say you have a favorite part about Rutgers Day so far? I know it's still kind of early in the day, but
I love Rutgers Day. I think honestly seeing people win the prizes is a great opportunity. Like, they get so excited when they get a question right. We have a trivia wheel, so come play that. And also the food is so good as well.
awesome. Well, thank you so much. Eagleton is on Cook Dug today too. Their tent is right over here if you guys want to check it out.
Wow, it's so wild to see so much important work coming out of the Eagleton Institute of Politics.
It's great that Eagleton has amazing student opportunities like campaign and leadership training and research.
If you like movies, you'll want to stick around for this next segment. Let's see what's going on at the Rutgers Cinema on the Livingston campus.
Coming live from Cook Dug, we are currently at the Rutgers Cinema booth. Hi, can you tell me your name and what you're representing here?
Sure. Hi, my name is Ponthi, and I'm representing Rutgers Cinema. We are a student-run cinema on Livingston campus. We have the lowest ticket prices in the entire state, and we are open to the public. So if you have a student ID to any college at all, or any high school, middle school, elementary school, you get a discount on our tickets. And we play all of the hottest movies that are up.
And I feel like Rutgers Cinema is such a quintessential Rutgers destination. I feel like everyone goes there and they all have these great memories. I know I do. What is your favorite memory at Rutgers Cinema?
My favorite Rutgers Cinema memory is probably all the people I meet there. It's a very hot spot, especially on weekends. So I just love interacting with the guests and even all the people that work there. It's just a really fun place to be.
And I have to say, the one thing I really like, or two things, is the matinee prices. I one time saw a movie for like $5 there.
Yeah.
And there's also, you have the special popcorn buckets, right?
We do. So when we have big movies coming out, like the Taylor Swift movie or Aquaman, we have specialized buckets, and they're not extra. They're just however much our normal buckets cost.
And then you don't have a Taylor Swift bucket that I can have right now, do you?
Unfortunately, no, but if you do swing by, I'm sure we could give you one.
Okay, is there anything I can do? Are there any activities I can do here?
Absolutely. So if you spin the wheel, you can win a free movie ticket, free popcorn, free posters. So if you want, we can give you a chance to spin the wheel.
Let's get that free movie ticket. Let's go.
The person who plays Indiana Jones in the Indiana Jones movies.
Harrison Ford.
Woo! Too easy. Too easy. How are you feeling after winning the mystery box?
Oh, this is awesome. This is great.
And can you show the camera what you won?
Yep. There you go. A date night combo.
Too easy. Too easy.
Too easy.
All right, thank you very much. All right, I'm going to take a stab at it. Let's see if I win this mystery box.
Let's see. Good spin.
Oh.
Let's see.
Land on something good. Something. The suspense is killing me. Oh my God. Try and get that spin noise. Is it going to be the mystery box? Free movie ticket. Poster, popcorn. What do we got? Woo! So what movie should I watch? Is Monkey Man still playing?
Yes, it is, but you should also come see Challengers with Zendaya, and it's so good.
I've heard good things. Thank you guys very much.
Well, it sounds like I'm never going back to AMC. The Rutgers Cinema has everything I could want.
The Rutgers Cinema is both affordable and convenient. It looks like I'm seeing a movie tonight.
I'm excited to say the New Jersey Folk Festival will be taking place on the Cook campus. We're going to see how the festival came together.
Hi everyone, today for the Rutgers Day Broadcast, we're here with the New Jersey Folk Festival. So can you guys state your name and your relation to the New Jersey Folk Festival?
My name's Dr. Maria Kennedy, and I am the co-director of the festival.
And my name's Akira Albar-Cluck, and I'm the student manager of the festival.
So what's the festival's mission to the New Jersey community?
So the mission of the New Jersey Folk Festival is to highlight the arts and traditions of local cultural groups throughout the state and in the region, and also to provide hands-on learning opportunities for students to get experience in production and in cultural experiences, and to bring community and campus together.
So how has the festival been prepping for Rutgers Day?
Well, we start prepping for the festival almost like years in advance. So we started thinking about this year's theme, Garden State Cultures of Cultivation, a few years ago. And we started thinking about artists and community members who might be a great fit for this. And then we roll that into our curriculum. In the spring semester, I teach a class called Folk Festival Management, and the students work with me from day one of the semester through to the end on producing the festival.
And what should we look forward to from the festival at Rutgers Day?
So we have some amazing acts lined up this year. We're going to have traditional dances from Oaxaca. We're going to have Puerto Rican Bamba and Plena. We're going to have Kuf and Christine, a harp hip-hop duo, and RU Bhangra, just to name a few of the things that are going to be at the festival.
And then on the culture stage, we're also going to have a lot of workshops and ways to get involved and learn how to really get hands-on experience in doing things and learning about different cultures.
So is there anything you guys would like to promote to bring the students to the festival this year?
I think one of the things that students will really be excited about is the RU Bhangra performance, and they're also doing a workshop on our workshop stage in the culture tent. So they're going to give other people the chance to maybe learn a bit about Bhangra and do some of the dance.
Laki Bali is a really good, they do like a cultural mash of different styles of music, and it's a really interesting performance that I think students will really like.
Can you touch on the class that you teach and how it relates to the festival?
Yeah, so the class brings students into the whole process of what it takes to produce a large event like this. And we start off with doing some smaller events during the year. And after a few of those smaller events, we then ramp up to the big event, which is a real big effort in coordination. And that gives students the chance to see how you really have to work together. And you have to think big picture, not just about each individual act, but how you're going to make them all happen together in this like Mondo event.
I think also it really gives the students the opportunity to learn how to produce a large-scale event. So you do things like handle permits, you do things like handle social media, which is a great opportunity for people who are looking to go into those fields, and you learn hands-on skills that is really valued in the workplace, which has been like really great for a lot of the former students' careers.
Yeah, we've had students go on to work at other event production companies. Their employers are really impressed with what kinds of experiences they've already had at a professional level on the festival's team.
So how would you say the class facilitates some of your career goals?
There's a lot of different roles that you take on, which is really interesting. So I handle social media, but I also handle planning some of the crafts and planning, like, how do we engage the public in all of these different things? Being able to go to an employer and say, I have this experience. I've handled public relations. I've handled craft. I've handled education. It makes me stand out, especially as someone who's kind of new to the workforce. It says, I have professional experience in this field going in.
I'd also like to say, too, that this is a real world event. This isn't a practice. I always tell the students at the beginning of the semester, we are producing an event that thousands of people are going to come to, and you are the people who are going to make it happen.
So where will you guys be located during Rutgers Day, and what time can people find you?
So we're actually moving to a new location this year. We're now going to be on the Passion Puddle right in the heart of Ag Field Day, and we're really excited about our new location. We'll have lots of signage around to help direct people to where we are, but we're really looking forward to being in this new spot.
Well, thank you guys for coming and talking to us, and the Folk Festival will be on Cook Doug for anyone interested during Rutgers Day. Hello everyone, we are back again with the Folk Festival. We did an interview with them the other day, but we're just here to look around today. So can you tell us a little bit again just about what the organization is, what Folk Fest is?
Yeah, so the New Jersey Folk Festival has been happening since 1975. It's a project of the Department of American Studies and a partnership with our nonprofit partner, New Jersey Folk Festival Incorporated. And we put on this festival every year on the last Saturday in April. We have a class, so we have students who participate, and I have a student who's our MC on the main stage and a student who's our MC in the culture tent, and they are getting firsthand totally professional experience that they can take into their careers. And we have the most amazing, you can see some of our guests walking by, our performers from Oaxaca, we have performers from Puerto Rico. It's just a mix of so many different things, and we're so excited to be here on the Passion Puddle because it's such a beautiful place to be.
Awesome. And can you tell us a little bit about what's going to be happening on the stage in the background today?
Yeah, so we have performances all day from 10 to 4. First up, we have Raíces, and they are a Puerto Rican bomba group. So they're going to be performing first. You might see some of our Oaxacan performers. They're going to be performing at noon. We have Kuf and Christine, a harp and hip hop duo, later in the afternoon, and Laki Bali, which is like a Greek fusion world music ensemble. So
Great.
Lots of stuff.
Amazing. And so I see that you guys have a tent over there. We can turn this way a little bit so that they can see it in the background. But what do you guys have going on underneath the tent today that people can look out for?
So underneath the tent, we have craft vendors who are especially craft vendors who have wares that are oriented to our theme, which is cultures of cultivation. And we have artist presenters who are doing hands-on workshops. We have a workshop stage where there will be some dance workshops and some discussions and people talking about different things having to do with our theme, cultures of cultivation.
Great. And what would you say your favorite part about Rutgers Day is?
You know, actually, what I'm really excited about this year is that we're here. This is our first year here at the Passion Puddle, and I've never actually gotten to see Ag Field Day because in the past we were over on the Eagleton site, and so I never got to come here, and I'm so excited to see all of the people here. I think that one of my favorite things about the Folk Festival is the moment when I get to sit down and see our performers on the stage, and just, it's so much preparation leading up to this one moment, and then you're like, that's why it's worth it.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. The Folk Festival is on Cook Dog at Passion Puddle if you guys are interested in checking it out today.
All right, I'm here with Christine, and what are you doing today on Rutgers Day?
I just filmed my commencement shout out, and I'm super excited to see it on the big screen.
Awesome. Were there any requirements that you had to do to get involved in this?
Nope, I just had to show up at Scott Hall, sign up a form that is basically just giving my consent, my information, and they gave me a gown, and I'm all suited up, and I'm, again, really excited to see my parents' reaction to this. I just wanted to really show my appreciation to my family and my friends and my professors for my experience at Rutgers.
All right, great. And are there any other days that you can do this, or is today the only opportunity?
Today is the last day, Scott Hall, ending at 4 p.m. So if you have the opportunity, I would come right now to film your shout out.
All right, thanks, Christine.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Kelly Combat, and I'm a leadership coaching graduate. My career began about 20 years ago when I started in broadcasting as an on-air personality. And about 7 years ago, I started my own coaching practice. So I thought that it was a perfect thing to do by going to Rutgers LCOP program and then becoming ICF certified, and then even doubling down on that even further by becoming professionally certified as a PCC coach. The leadership coaching course at Rutgers really opened doors for me. It got me to open my mind for better listening, better networking. When I think about all the things that I'm doing now with Rutgers, I don't think I could have been doing any of those things, whether it's being a mentor or working with OneRed. It was the start, it was the foundation, it was the scaffolding for all the rest of the stuff that I do now.
Hi, this is Chloe. We're back on Cook Jug showing you around what's available here, and I'm here with 90.3 The Core. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you could tell me just how would you describe The Core in your own words?
The Core is a collective station of a bunch of diverse students, diverse music tastes. Our tagline is many voices, one station, and I think that represents us pretty well.
And do you guys have like a favorite memory or like a highlight of being involved with the Core so far?
Yeah, I am the new events coordinator, and pretty much all the events I have been to have been really incredible. We had Core Fest earlier this year in March, which is our biggest one yet. It is our music festival. We had 4 different artists, Tula Vera, Lightheaded, Goalie Fight, and our headliner was Frankie Cosmos, which everyone really, really liked this year. So that was very fun.
Yeah, I heard a lot about that. That event seemed really cool. So we're at Rutgers Day. How has the day been like for you guys so far? Have you been busy at this table over here on Cook Doug? What's it been like?
I've seen a lot of dogs here today, so I've kind of been busy looking at every single one that I possibly can. And I've also been meeting a lot of new people and talking about their music interests, so it's been really fun so far.
It's been a lot of fun seeing all the kids that don't know what a CD is. We have free CDs to give away and a little activity. Take a song, leave a song, because we're all about sharing music. And yeah.
Awesome. So how can students get more involved with the Core if they're interested?
Well, you can always visit our website, thecore.fm. You can listen to the music live as it's airing. You can find all of our staff email. You can look at the schedule for everyone's show and find show info there so you can see what kind of music everyone plays and a little bit about the DJs. We always post concert reviews sometimes, album reviews, all good stuff. Definitely the best place to reach us.
Thank you guys so much for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
All right, when I'm driving around, I'm not listening to Spotify anymore. The Core has everything I need.
Definitely. It's cool to see Rutgers and Piscataway high school students collaborate on a radio station.
Well, if you like animals, you'll be really excited for our next few segments. Up next, we're going to see what's happening at the animal shows.
Hi, this is Chloe. We're back on Cook Doug showing you what's going on at Rutgers Day. And right now, can you tell us a little bit about what's going on here?
We are here at the sheep showing competition, and this is like the final round. My sheep Madeline is in the final with my partner Sarah.
Congrats, that's really awesome. So how can students get involved with this?
It's like a class, like an animal handling class, and then that's part of it's like pass fail, so your final grade is just like showing up for the show. And then they have ones for like cows and pigs and goats and stuff too.
That's really fun. Can you give us a little bit of a narration as to what's going on over here? Maybe we can walk over here a little bit and just tell us what's happening. What are we watching right now?
Okay, so first we like walk them around, and then right now they're setting them up, so you have to make sure their feet are like squared, and then when the judge comes, you have to make sure that your sheep is in between you and the judge so that she can like see them and like make sure they're good. And then sometimes she'll like ask you like about their anatomy and like just about your sheep in general.
So this is something that you really have to prepare for. A lot of preparation goes into this. How long do you think that these people have been preparing for this?
We started class after spring break, and then since then, between then and now, we needed 18 barn hours in total with our sheep for each partner.
Wow, that's a lot. Is there anything that you would say to students who might be interested in taking this class? Some words of advice?
Definitely don't wait till the last minute to get your barn hours done. It's really fun. Don't stress too much if your sheep doesn't cooperate, because it's not all about how well they do, it's just how well you handle them and stuff.
That sounds really cool. What do you think that they're talking about right now? What are we watching? Does it look good? Good news, bad news?
I think it's pretty good. Last time she asked like what your least favorite quality of your sheep was, and my partner said because she's the biggest sheep, it's hard to set her up, and that's how she won the first round, so I think it's going pretty good.
Wow. Thank you so much for being here today. This is so exciting.
Yeah, of course, thank you.
Well, that looks like a lot of fun, and that's not all the Veterinary Science Club is hosting. A petting zoo, they're also hosting a petting zoo with young farm animals.
That's right. Let's head over to the Cook Farm and find out what's happening with the petting zoo.
Before that, I gotta go, and it was really nice hosting with you, Emily.
Pleasure.
I'll see y'all on Rutgers Day Rutgers right now.
Live from Cook Douglas, we are looking at the petting zoo now. Now, can you guys please tell me your name and what club this is?
My name's Daphne. My name's Megan.
And what are your positions in the club? And also, what club is this? What are we here for?
This is RUVSC, or the Rutgers University Veterinary Science Club, and I'm going to be the next vice president.
And I'm the current vice president.
Okay, all right, we're with the current administration here. So you're selling some merch. What can you tell us about the petting zoo? What's there to do? What are the attractions? What do you want people to get out of it?
Yeah, we have a bunch of different animals here. We have Bonsai, who is one of our sheep. We have a bunch of little lambs. We have 2 kids, and we have some piglets and chickens.
2 kids, what do you mean by that?
2 goat kids, 2 goat babies.
Not human children.
So there's horses back there, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Can I ride a horse?
No.
Can I pay you $20?
No.
What can I do? I thought this was supposed to be fun.
You can hold a piglet. Yeah.
Let's hold a piglet then. Okay, I'm seeing sheep. Let's get an interview with the sheep real quick. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Whew, quiet. Silent but deadly. Here, can you make your best sheep? Oh, that's a big one. Can you please make your best sheep sound?
Say bah.
No? There are goats, baby goats. Those are the kids. Oh.
All right, you want to step in?
I would love to step in. Okay. Please hold the mic for me.
All right. Well, I need to hold a piglet, so.
Oh, you're holding the piglet.
No,
Okay.
I'm gonna pass you the piglet.
Oh, okay. Wow. This is my first time. I used to have a pig collection when I was little. I was obsessed.
Sit in the haven?
I would love to sit in the haven. Oh. Wow.
All right. Trade off?
Yeah, trade off.
All right.
Whoa, buddy. All right, we're gonna get an interview from the piglet now. Whoa. All right, incredible. Thank you so much. This was a wonderful Rutgers Day activity. Make sure to support the.
RUVSC.
And how can people, where can people attend the meetings? How can people find you guys?
Yeah, so we're usually at Cook Student Center on Mondays from 7 to 8, but you can also find us on Instagram at RUVSC.
All right, they're eating my shoes, so we will have to cut this short. Thank you.
Those farm animals are adorable. I want to take one home.
Yeah, and I took over for a deal. My name is Pete. I'll be anchoring for right now. But speaking of farm animals, our next segment has to do with horses. Up next, we'll be taking a look at the Queens Science Center.
Hi, this is Chloe. We're back on Cook Doug showing you everything that's happening today at Rutgers Day. And we're here with the high-speed horses demonstration. If you could just tell us a little bit about who you are and what's going on here today.
Chloe. Hi, I'm Karen Malinowski, the founding director of the Rutgers Equine Science Center. And this is my 52nd Ag Field Day. So when I came as a first-year student in 1971, there were no horses at Cook Douglas. And my roommate at the time and I in 1972 brought our own personal horses here, and Ed Blaustein was the university president at that time, and we had a demo here in the Roundhouse. So you're here at the Equine Exercise Physiology Lab. Ken McKeever, my colleague, who's visiting with another person in the room today, built this lab in 1995. And we've been using it for a variety of research trials ever since. We've studied the aging process in older horses, and so we know more about the effects of aging on horse well-being than any institution in the world. And we've used both the high-speed treadmill as well as we have an equicizer, which is a motorized merry-go-round that can hold 6 horses at a time in the back of this building. So we have a lot of people here coming to see the lab and of course to see horses, but at 1 and 2 p.m. today we will do an actual demonstration of the horse running on the treadmill. And it's very popular. We ask people to get here about a half hour ahead of time and to start forming a line because we can only allow about 100 people in here. You can imagine how scary it gets with the horse being here and people being here and kids screaming and whatever. So I'm always very happy, Chloe, when it's ended. I can take a sigh of relief. But we do a lot of work here. Again, our slogan is Better Horse Care Through Research and Education. And the wonderful thing is that all of our work here in this lab and other labs cannot be done without student help. And so many of our undergraduates majoring in animal science and our pre-vet students come here to gain experience with all of the techniques and the equipment that we use here and handling the horses. We have right now Dr. Herbst is a postdoc working with Dr. McKeever and myself. She's the one holding the horse and giving all the picture taking over there. We stole her from the University of Kentucky, which happens to be a pretty good horsey school, as you would imagine. And she's been having a wonderful time. She's been with us for almost a year now, and she's doing a lot of great work. So she'll be probably running the treadmill at 1 o'clock, and Dr. McKeever and I will be motivating, and also our undergraduate students will be holding the horse.
So what are you hoping that students or observers will take away from the demonstration today?
Well, I give a little spiel about why people say, people don't have food to eat. There's other problems in the world. Why would the university spend money on horses? And so I give a little overview as to the importance, both the economic, the number of jobs, and the preservation of agricultural open space. And it's it's due to the horse and the horse industry. And so I give a little overview of that. Dr. McKeever gives a little overview about the types of studies that we do here. And then we run the horse, and then everybody's free to go. So the whole program is about a half hour.
That's awesome. Is there anything else that you'd like to share about the program that you think some people might not know about it?
Actually, Ken and I have co-mentored PhD students for the last 20 years, and they all have fabulous jobs and have come back to teach some of the techniques that they learned to some of the younger people. So we interact with our alumni very, very often. I personally, have dinner with them, those that are close. We have a PhD student who's now doing a postdoc at Colorado State University, and others. So it's been a great 46 years on the faculty, and it's been a great 52 years being here at Rutgers.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for your time today.
You're welcome, guys. Enjoy your day.
Whoa, those horses were fast. Ride like the wind, Bullseye.
Our next segment will be focused on the speed of a different animal most of us aren't too fond of.
That's right. We'll be seeing how fast bugs move. Let's take it to RU Entomology to see cockroaches race and maggot paintings.
Coming live from Cook Doug, we are at the Bugs exhibit. How are you feeling right now? I see you got a friend with you.
I'm feeling great. This one is a bit large and slightly spikier than the other one, so it does pinch a bit. Oh, I caught it.
He's on the run. He's on the run. Excuse me. So what organization is this for?
We're the entomology department. Specifically, most of us here are from the Graduate Entomology Student Association.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing there's a lot of bugs here. This says cockroach races.
Yeah, you want to race?
I would love to. Where's the Usain Bolt of cockroaches?
Well, you gotta choose it out. So
okay. Let's go. Whoa, sorry about that. Sorry. All right, let's pick out the fastest cockroach. And I heard these are hissing cockroaches.
They're hissing. Yes. Let's see if they have anything to say today.
Nope.
Excuse me, how are you feeling today? And this is a female cockroach because it has 2 bumps on the head.
Are you an entomologist?
I might know a thing or two.
Oh, wow, you should join the major.
I might have to. And now, I have a question. I've been wondering, is it true cockroaches live forever?
5 years. What? These guys live 5 years.
I thought you can't kill them.
Well, there's old age.
These are not pest cockroaches. They live in the jungle, so they're very delicate, and they die after about 5 years.
All right, let's see how fast she is.
Okay, let's put him down. Wait, first, who do we lay our bets on? Because we have to race. We can't just race one of them.
That's true. All right, how are we feeling? I'm gonna put my bets on her. I feel like she's bigger. She can go faster.
Okay.
Let's see. What are you guys thinking?
I agree. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
This guy will start out strong and get tired.
Well, there we go.
Let's start. We got upside down.
He's not even in it. He doesn't want to race.
Oh, no. Go. He's upside down. Go.
Hey,
It's not even close.
Oh no, he's just chilling upside down.
Nah.
Almost there.
Sometimes they turn around.
Oh, we have a win. Oh, bring me my money.
Here, you got your prize.
Woo! Too easy. I'm not a betting man.
Entomology.
Beautiful.
Right here.
But if I were, I'd make good money on cockroaches. All right, well, is there anything else we can know? Where can people find you if they're interested in racing cockroaches?
Well, we're here. We're near Thompson Hall. This is also the Rutgers Entomology department building. We have some other things. We have some silly shirts that we're selling.
Beautiful.
Alex, one of our grad students, he made rice balls out of cricket flowers, so those are delicious.
And how much does a cricket flower rice ball cost?
Would you like to try? It's just 25 cents.
I'd love to. Let me see if I have. Yeah, let's get that.
We also have some entomology-themed pottery, if you're into that.
All right, I'm gonna have a cricket rice ball.
You're buying 4, or you want to change?
I'll just take one. one for now.
They're good. They taste like mozzarella.
Really? All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
No, grab a
Toothpick? Oh, okay. Thank you. Smells incredible. It does smell like a mozzarella ball, or like a mozzarella stick. All right. Taste test. You know the rule. One bite. What does he say? They're good. Wow. Yeah. You don't taste the crickets. You taste the cheese, and it's got good protein. So maybe I'll buy more. All right. Thank you very much. This has been Rutgers Day.
I'll be honest, I don't like bugs, but those ones were pretty cool.
Yeah, I need to get one of those bug shirts later.
Our next segment features adorable puppies you can play with, Seeing Eye Dog.
This is Chloe. We're back on Cook Doug showing you everything that's happening around today at Rutgers Day. So right here we have CJ and Audrey. Could you guys tell me a little bit about what you're doing here and how Rutgers Day has been for you so far?
Yeah, of course. So we're with the Rutgers University Seeing Eye Puppy Raising Club, and we raise guide dogs here on campus through the Seeing Eye up in Morristown, New Jersey. We're here hosting a tabling event, so we're here selling apparel to support our lovely puppies for all of their exposure events that they get to do throughout the year. And it's been really, really great so far. We're super excited that everybody came out, and we can't wait to see what the rest of the day has in store.
That's really awesome. So how did you guys hear about the club and why did you want to get involved?
My cousin actually was a Rutgers student, and she told me that there's a club on campus that you can raise seeing eye puppies. So I was a sitter for about a year and a half first, so I hung out with everyone else's dogs. And then I was like, I want to raise my own, so I applied, and now this is my second dog, Peyton, and my first one's killing it up in TSE right now for formal training.
That's really great. What's been a highlight or a favorite memory of yours so far being involved with the club?
Getting to see my first dog graduate formal training. She's ready to be matched with her forever person, and so I'm super excited to see where she goes, and that's really been a highlight. Getting to see her all the way from this little peanut that I picked up from the Seeing Eye all the way to a full-grown guide dog has been really an amazing and rewarding experience.
I really liked watching my first dog mature into like a really good working dog and then taking on New York really confidently. And now I love watching her learning all of the things that he did. So it's just really rewarding watching them learn and grow.
Can you introduce us to your friends here? Tell us a little bit, what are their names? What part of the process are they in? Are they almost trained? Anything like that?
So this is Nutmeg. She's a 10-month-old female black lab. And she is 10 months old, so she is still part of the puppy raising program, but she's kind of at the tail end of it. So usually they return to the formal training around like 12 to 14 months, somewhere in there. And so she's almost done. Her time is almost up with me, but she's a super great working girl, and I'm super, super excited to see where she goes next. And she's mini, but she's mighty. She's tiny but mighty.
So Nutmeg's the oldest, and then Peyton's the youngest in club. So Peyton is 16 weeks old right now. She's just a baby dog. She's learning all of her commands, and we're just starting with exposure training. So like she just went to Target for the first time last week. So we're just learning how to be a working dog and being comfortable in a bunch of different environments.
How can students who are interested get involved, and where can they go to learn more?
Yeah, so we have 3 tiers of memberships. You can either be a general member, a sitter, or a raiser. So any undergraduate Rutgers student here at Rutgers University can be a general member of our club. All you have to do is go on our Get Involved page, our Instagram. We also have an Instagram page. It's under RUSEPRIC, so just our acronym. And you can also look us up on Get Involved, and you can find all of our meeting information there. We usually meet every Wednesday at 9 p.m. in the Cook Student Center, but all of that information will be sent out over our email listserv. All you have to do is hit the big red button that says Get Involved on our page, and we'll add you to our email listservs.
Cool. Thank you guys so much for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Well, now I want to play with puppies. This is so unfair.
Me too. Maybe after the show we can go and check out their table.
Now, let's head over to the Rutgers Gardens and Cook Market where you can grab some local produce.
Hi everyone, today we're with Rutgers Gardens. So what is your name and how long have you been a part of Rutgers Gardens?
Hi, I'm Lauren Erickson. I'm the director of Rutgers Gardens, and I've been there a little over 2 years.
And can you tell us a little bit about what Rutgers Gardens is? I know this isn't your usual location, but...
Absolutely. So Rutgers Gardens is the Botanic Garden of Rutgers University. We're located nearby Cook Campus right on Riders Lane, and we're open to the public from Tuesdays through Sundays from 8 in the morning until 7 at night. So we invite you to come and visit us.
Awesome. And so what does the area have to offer at Rutgers Garden? I know it's like a huge landscape area. We've been there a few times to film stuff.
Excellent. Thanks for coming out. So we have plant collections, display gardens, natural areas, and our student farm that produces fresh food that we sell at our farmers market.
And so the farmers market is here today. You guys can see in the background a little bit. There's some stuff going on. But what type of products and foods do you guys have today?
So today at Rutgers Day, we are selling some fresh produce. We have some plants for sale. There is fresh honey, local honey, bread, baked goods, coffee. So a really nice sampling of different things.
And so if students wanted to become involved with Rutgers Gardens, how could they reach out or find you guys?
They can find us online on our website and also our social media, and we would love to have students involved as volunteers. We welcome student interns through the summer season, and we also host students to earn credit at Rutgers Gardens. So once students are coming back on campus for the fall semester, they can get in touch.
Great. And so what's your favorite part about Rutgers Day?
Ooh, I think for me it's really fun to reconnect with a lot of our friends, our visitors, colleagues, and people that we get to sort of see out and about, really enjoying the campus today.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. We're with Rutgers Gardens.
That fresh produce definitely beats the food at the dining hall.
I need to stop by Rutgers Gardens. I've never been there and I love nature.
If you like nature, you'll like the tech-free camp we'll be featuring next. Rutgers 4-H Camp is an overnight camp at Rutgers that is completely tech-free.
Hi everyone, this is Chloe. We're back again on Cook Jug, and here we're with the 4-H camp. So if you could just tell us a little bit about what the camp is and maybe some information that people might not know about it.
Yeah, so we have two branches. So we have our overnight program that we've been running. We're coming up on our 75th anniversary this next summer for that program. And then last summer was our pilot year for our new day camp that's at Rutgers Gardens. So our day camp is for ages 6 to 14, and our overnight we run for ages 8 to 16 up about 2 hours north in Stoke State Forest.
What are some experiences that campers seem to really love when they come to the camp?
Yeah, I think one thing that really sets our program apart at overnight, and then one of the biggest things we brought to our day camp program as well, is the community building and friendships that campers are able to make in the program. We really emphasize building the social and emotional learning in addition to our outdoor education and outreach there.
So we're here at Rutgers Day. What's been a highlight of the day for you so far?
I think probably seeing how many campers from last summer have come up and wanted to say hi and share memories, and even just now people who from the overnight program have been saying they went in the 70s and want to share all their memories then, and how cool it is to see that we're still able to create these lasting memories for campers every year.
So where can anyone who's interested find out more information or possibly register for the camp?
Yes, so we have a website online. If you look up the New Jersey State 4-H Camp, you should be able to be brought to a website with both our overnight camp and our information on our day camp program.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Well, that made up my mind. I'm going on a phone detox.
That doesn't sound like a bad idea. You know what else isn't a bad idea? Becoming a lifelong learner.
That's right. Here at Rutgers University, you can become a lifelong learner at OllyRU. Here's some more information on that.
OllyRU's inception is a powerful reminder of the impact of a few dedicated individuals on creating lasting change. In the early 1990s, the program was born out of recognizing that older adults sought more than passive engagement with education.
We were the Rutgers Academy for Lifelong Learning, and RUAL is the acronym that people knew us as.
People got together because of their affinity, their desire to have some courses that were short courses but academic enrichment. And it was I think the persistence of this group that enabled it to grow and gain popularity, and eventually they morphed into the Olly program that we know today.
It started in 1993 with just 4 classes and about 90 students.
Our first catalog of 4 courses would become the cornerstone of lifelong learning at Rutgers.
Later, it was about 96, 97 that the program was actually brought into the Division of Continuing Studies. The real significant watershed moment, though, for this group was when they received funding from the Bernard Osher Foundation.
And that's when our membership really exploded.
So Bernard Osher is this philanthropist, has this foundation, and he was very interested in supporting lifelong learning, especially through older adults participating in college classes. He wanted a special program for these older adults.
In order to qualify for the second endowment, we had to already have 1,000 members, and then we just blew up.
We were now on a roll. The program was growing. It was getting some support from Rutgers.
The program's evolution from a few courses in a rented space to a comprehensive educational initiative serving at its height 2,000 learners exemplifies the potential of lifelong learning programs to adapt and flourish over time.
This is a group that's doing it for love of learning, and it enriches the university. It undergirds our mission of lifelong learning. This is a group of advocates that we really want.
Ollie-Roo is a team effort. It takes a village to raise Ollie-Roo.
30 years of Ollie-Roo's history is about 30 years of some of the most extraordinary, passionate, absolutely brilliant people I have ever had the opportunity to connect with.
The typical Ollie-Roo student is eternally curious, incredibly motivated.
From very humble beginnings, we have a program that is robust, that is in multiple locations, that is poised to grow even more, but it is there as a testament to the importance and vitality of lifelong learning. Lifelong learners live longer lives, they live happier lives, and they live healthier lives.
We're also here to combat loneliness, to increase brain health, to increase physical health. I love that I get to be part of something larger than myself in executing this program that benefits so many. And I can't imagine doing anything else.
You're never too old to learn. Maybe I'll join some Ollie-Roo classes when I'm older.
Let's see what's going on over at the Ollie-Roo booth.
Hi everyone, today at Rutgers Day we are with Ollie-Roo. So what is your name and how long have you been working at Ollie-Roo?
Hi, I'm Megan Novak. I'm the director of Ollie-Roo. I've been with the Osher Lifelong Learning Institute for about 15 years now. The director for about 7.
And what is Ollie-Roo? Can you give us a little explanation?
I'd love to. So Ollie-Roo it stands for the Osher Lifelong Learning Institute at Rutgers University. And we provide non-credit personal enrichment programming for older adults, which means no tests, no grades, no pressure, and just joy, learning for the joy of learning.
And so if someone wanted to get involved, like adults, how could they do so? Is there anyone they can reach out to? Is there a website?
Visit our website, olliru.rutgers.edu. That's olliru.rutgers.edu.
And what's been your favorite part about working with Ollie-Roo?
The people, hands down, the people. I mean, you won't find people like this anywhere else. I mean, I know people say that about their programs, and but really, we have a gem of a program here.
And so I know you've been here for 15 years, you said?
Yeah.
Is this your first Rutgers Day? Have you been at Rutgers Day before?
We're old hats at this. So we love coming here. We love engaging with the community. Rain or shine.
I know, yeah.
This is a beautiful day today, so we're so happy to be here.
Great. And can we see what's going on at your table a little bit? Yeah. Are you guys doing giveaways?
We are. So we have some free lip balms. We have some free ponchos for those shows and the games that you go to. We have a little wheel to spin. You can get a free notebook, a free duffel bag, a free tote. And we're just so excited to talk to people about our program. So come by and chat with us.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We're with Ollie-Roo again. You guys can find them on Cook Doug today.
coffee. So today we're having the Recovery Rose Coffee Bite. So this is meant to be a way to bring conversation, to destigmatize all the negative connotations around addiction and around recovery and around things of that nature. So we decided to do coffee because on a college campus, everybody loves coffee. You're going to your classes, you're meeting up with friends, maybe at coffee lounges or Starbucks, and instead of paying for coffee, we decided, hey, let's give out free coffee to students and then just have a little conversation with them, again, to destigmatize the connotations around recovery.
Not a lot of students know that Rutgers has collegiate recovery supports or even a recovery house where students in recovery can go and be in a substance-free environment. So just really getting the word out there and like kind of getting more some visibility on campus. In a perfect world, the coffee bike would be out like same time of the day, every week, same place, and be more regular thing just so students know like, oh, there's the coffee bike, and like not just the coffee bike with free coffee, but it's the coffee bike that showcases the recovery house. It showcases collegiate recovery.
So we've been working on launching the coffee bike for, I guess, a little over a year now, and we wanted a way to test it out, and I thought what better way than teaching communication students about it and implementing it in a classroom. Dr. Stewart and I are teaching health message and campaign design for the first time this semester, so I thought that it was a perfect match. Health communication, talking about collegiate recovery and Narcan, so I just thought it was a really good fit, and now here it is, come to life.
I was very excited to do this event. I was very excited to learn about all this stuff, and I feel like this entire class has just changed what I think about for my future career, and I also feel like it's so helpful to have this knowledge. And everyone I talk to that's still going through their years, I always say, like, take this class, take health message design, it's the best.
Yeah, like Katie said, I agree. This has been a great class. Not only is the topic important, but the fact that we're putting on this whole campaign, all that hands-on experience, you don't get that anywhere else.
I'm very happy about the outcome of the coffee bike. I think a lot of people came, and the people who didn't get coffee, a lot of people left with knowledge, so it makes me happy.
Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Head of Flowers and I'm here with Jesse Singer.
Let's see what the makerspace is, how students can make their creativity come to life.
You gotta look around your community and realize that there's so many people that can help you if you just reach out. We all can do stuff if we try, we just have to make the effort to do so. I'm Alex Rokos, I'm a rising senior at Homedale High School, and I'm on track to become an Eagle Scout. Going across the web, I found these online forums, and on that I found different medical equipment you can 3D print. They're really easy to print, and they're really cheap to print, but I could also send them off to people who need them. And at the time, this is when the Ukraine war started, I want to do something that could help them across the world. So I really just want to give them like some help in the medical equipment, specifically stethoscopes, to help them help more people.
The Eagle Scout troop had sent us files for the stethoscope project that they wanted to work on. So part of what I did was see if they were good candidates or eligible to be printed up to the standard that they needed them to be, knowing that they were going to be used out in the field.
A big thing for me is I want to introduce the scouts of my patrol, like all this ideas of 3D printing, of the war in Ukraine, Rutgers, of the makerspace. With the knowledge I gave them, they could do more projects like that.
When I first heard about the project Alex was doing, I thought it was kind of far-fetched and really ambitious. But when I got to Bell Works and I saw like how organized it was just really well put together, and I had a great time, and it was a great learning experience for me and the rest of the patrol.
My son has really exceeded my expectations on so many levels. With respect to this project, he really just went above and beyond in being able to turn something that was a project for scouting into something that could really help people.
Just hearing how something that we can do here in our humble makerspace with our 3D printers can really go and reach far across the globe. It's incredibly fulfilling.
Makerspace, everyone here has been so helpful. Doing this, cutting costs, making it really cheap for us, and doing this like so fast and effectively. They really gave me the information that I needed to do it. The resources we have here in America, we could utilize those to help people across the world.
What a great place. I've got to visit the makerspace.
Me too. We sent our correspondent Pete to meet with the student worker, Thomas, to learn how to make t-shirts at the makerspace.
Hey guys, Pete again, and I'm here at the Makerspace with Thomas. Thomas, can you tell me a little bit about what you do here?
For sure. So here at the Makerspace, I'm a student technician, and at the Makerspace, we offer a lot of different things. So we offer 3D printing, laser cutting, wood shop, textiles. We really bring it all in. And for all of these things we have courses to do all of that. So you go to our online Canvas course, you do that. We have in-person portions as well. And once you do that, you're good to go to use the machines. Using the machines are free. Just anything that costs you is material.
Awesome, great. And where are you guys located? And also, all Rutgers students can use this?
Yeah, we're located here at 35 Beirut Circle, right on Livingston campus, right in the corner. And we're open to all Rutgers faculty, staff, and students, the whole greater Rutgers community of New Brunswick, Newark, Camden, and we even have alumni nights as well. So if you're an alumni, you can come by and swing them.
That's awesome. So as you heard Thomas say, we can make t-shirts here, and I'm actually going to make the first Scarlet media merchandise that we've ever had. So Thomas, can you run me through how we're going to make that?
For sure, let's do it.
We're here in the Makerspace store, and what is the first step to putting our t-shirts together?
For sure. So the first step, of course, is going to be getting our shirt, and then after that, deciding what method we want to use. So we have three main methods. We have embroidery, which we actually use our embroidery machine to go through and sew the thread on. And then after that, there's vinyl cutting. So we cut out the sheet of vinyl, whatever design we need, heat press it on, and we're good. And then finally, the easiest one, which is sublimation. So we print out the piece of paper with your design on it, heat press it on, and you're good to go.
Awesome. Well, based off your explanation, I think we're going to use sublimation and vinyl. And we already have our designs ready, so I guess we just need to pick out two shirts.
Sure.
Could you grab the red and the white one?
Yeah.
And then what's the next step?
Well, we're going to go to the vinyl cutting room. Let's do it.
Awesome. And so could you tell me a little bit about the next steps now that we have our designs?
For sure. So we have to make sure that we pick the right design for the right kind of method. So here we have the Scarlet Media one where it's one color. This is going to be really good for vinyl, whereas that one has multiple colors. They cut multiple pieces of vinyl. So while this is possible, it's a little more tedious. So we're going to stick with this one for the vinyl, and then for the sublimation, we'll do this one because we can use any amount of colors we want when we do sublimation.
Cool. All right, and could we get into the next steps to making these shirts?
Yeah, so first off, we're going to import our design and go from there.
All right, cool.
And it looks like it's slightly too big, so we can either resize it or rotate it. What do you want to do?
I think resize it. Make it just a little bit smaller.
Sure.
And then we'll see what it looks like, and then from there we can adjust. So how long does this normally take, Tom?
This could take anywhere from like 30 seconds to like maybe maximum of like 2 minutes. This is going to be a very quick process.
Awesome. And so I'm looking at it here. Does it kind of like roll backwards, or what is the process of it getting on the sheet itself?
Yeah, so it's going to roll the sheet back to wherever, like, it's home now. It's going to go to the position of right around 3 inches down. And then it's going to go and cut out each letter and roll just back and forth until the whole design's done.
Oh, wow. So it's going to be separate letters cut out here. And then from there, I assume, we take these, we get the shirt. What room are we going to next to actually iron it on?
Right here, right behind us over there, we have our heat press.
All right, so we have our vinyl design. What's the next step to making the shirt?
For sure, so what we're going to do is we're going to take our shirt right here, take it off the hanger, and what we're going to do is we're going to fold it in half so that we're able to create a crease line right down the middle of it and know where our design is perfectly placed. So we'll take it like this, just get the sleeves going, get them lined up, and if you can move that over for me.
Yeah, of course.
Yep, thank you. We're going to take this like this, and we're just going to get it all lined up like that.
All right, awesome. And so as Thomas told me earlier, safety is key. It gets really hot over here, so we actually get our gloves on to make sure we're not burning ourselves. And then what's the next step?
Yeah, so we're going to take this sheet over here, and just make sure that we get all the wrinkles out and that we're evenly pressing it. So we're just going to take this and press it. It also helps in case anyone before used the heat press and there's a design on the bottom of it. Protects from getting any other designs on your clothing, because you don't want someone else's design on it.
No.
Your cool design.
Yeah, of course. We're going to make our Scarlet Media merch.
Yeah.
Come around here?
Yeah, come around.
All right, awesome. Here we go. And right now we're actually at 330 degrees. You can feel the room heating up. Am I lined up? Are we good to press it down?
Yeah, you're good. Once it's locked over, yeah.
All right, awesome. I'm gonna press it down. And Thomas told me we're gonna press it for just about 10 seconds, so I'm gonna leave it going, and then I'm gonna pick it back up.
It's like a big iron.
Yeah, it is like a big iron.
Yeah.
And there we go.
We'll rotate this back around. And so it's gonna be a little warm, but good thing you got those gloves on.
Should I check?
Yeah, let's
All right,
take
so
off
just
the
lift
sheet.
this up?
Yeah, just take that sheet right off.
All right.
Yeah, and you'll see our shirt's nice and flat. We got that design. So.
All right, great.
Yeah.
And then what's the next step from here?
Yeah, so next we're gonna take our vinyl and actually put that sheet on. Yeah.
Take it off?
Yeah. Yeah, so we have our reveal. And then, so I'd say, Pete, let's go ahead and just peel it real slowly and see what we got going on.
All right.
I'll hold it down for you. Let's see. Does it come off?
It's looking good.
Oh, it looks great, man. Yeah, go the whole way.
All right. I don't know about you. I think that's turning out great.
Dude, this is awesome. Yeah.
And there we are. Oh my
Sweet.
God.
Scarlet Media. We've done it.
And now we got some new merch.
Yeah.
As you guys can see, our t-shirts came out great. Thank you so much, Tom. Without you, I could not have gotten this done.
The pleasure's all mine, Pete.
And I have one last thing to say, guys. If you haven't been to Makerspace, come here. You can design literally anything you want. Thanks, Tom.
Of course.
Whoa, that looked pretty easy to make, and it was inexpensive.
I'm going to Makerspace. I made shirts at the boardwalk that cost $50. Let's see how Pete's shirt turned out.
Yeah, guys, long time no see. I'm back here with the shirt that we made at the Makerspace, and then we actually made another one too. I'll just get this out. So we made this, we made the one that I'm wearing, and it was super simple, really inexpensive. All you have to do is go over to the Makerspace on Livingston, and I'm telling you guys, you have to get over there. You can make shirts, you can make stickers, and Makerspace is so creative. Speaking of creative, have you guys heard of Grid?
I don't think I have.
Well, Rutgers Grid is game research and immersive design, and they recently created a new game. I've had the chance to get an inside look at how they bring their games to life.
At Grid right now, we're collaborating with VPVA on a series of games called In Their Shoes, which puts players in the shoes to take on the identity and roles of people that are in abusive relationships.
VPVA is the Office for Violence Prevention and Victim Assistance, and we primarily support students who have been affected by interpersonal violence. So that looks like domestic violence, partner violence, stalking, harassment. The In Their Shoes game is a really great opportunity to break the stigma around domestic violence and sexual violence. There's a lot of stigma around why people stay, why people don't report, why people don't leave.
They are really difficult conversations that we're having, and so to make it a game allows students to have some distance between the topics that we're talking about while still being able to recognize, oh, I may not have had this experience, or I may never have talked to anyone who had this experience, but through the game, they're able to see the ins and outs of what it looks like to be potentially in an unhealthy or abusive relationship.
Collaboration is everything at Grid and for this project. First, we get the script from VPVA, which includes the whole story, which includes the characters that are in the story, the environments, the events that happen. And what we try to do is we break down the story into art assets and components. And the process of doing that is trying to understand the story, trying to understand who the characters in the story are.
Grid has a lot of fantastic ideas. When we wanted to create this game, it was really more of a one-dimensional video slide, I'll say. I didn't have the creative vision for what it could potentially become, and they had a lot of really fantastic ideas. It was really interesting to be able to see how we could bring this vision to life and use their expertise to create a program that will really speak to our students.
Being a part of this project feels like you are helping people. It's not only just a creative outlet for me, but it also reminds me that there are people who need help and who need their voices to be heard. And it's amazing that even with something that would be silly like video games, you can actually broaden your perspective on what other people are going through.
Seeing like my work kind of being used, or our work being used for educational purposes and for training is definitely rewarding.
Grid's mission is to empower the community through games. A lot of the games out there currently don't really focus on all of these heavy topics that VPVA focuses on. I think there is definitely a place for educational games, and I think Grid is filling that space.
Wow, I don't think I've ever seen a game like this before. The story behind it is really important for students to know. Grid was able to make an interactive game that was also educational. We have another cool and creative club with us. Let's find more about what the animation club has to offer. So what's it like for you guys in the animation club?
It's a really fun time. I really enjoy the community that we have. It's just very tight-knit. We're very close. We even have like club events that happen outside of the actual club meeting times as well.
Okay, awesome. We go to places like ice skating and NYC, Mocha Fest. We just do it for fun.
We're probably going to go to Indici after this, honestly.
Yeah. That's great. And I heard you guys are working on a new short called I Need You. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
So basically, I Need You is about a cat baker who runs a successful bakery all by himself, except one day he gets overworked and he starts taking his work home with him. And he has to learn to accept help from his family.
And how can students get more involved with the animation club?
So we got stuff like our Instagram, our YouTube page, we got our Get Involved page. We also got a Discord server where we do most of our communications. So most of this stuff you can find via our Get Involved page.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much. Animation Club, everybody. There are so many amazing clubs here at Rutgers with the Grid and the Animation Club. They're all making creative things. There's another fun club here today that's hosting a cosplay cafe. Let's go and check them out.
Coming back at you with Rutgers Day coverage, and I'm here at the Cosplay Cafe with Evan. Evan, could you tell me a little bit about your setup today?
So we're Aegis, we're the Anime and Japanese Entertainment Society. We're the largest anime club at Rutgers, and currently we're doing the Cosplay Cafe, where we all dress up as like maids, and then we have free cookies and brownies, and then we're trying to fundraise for our club by doing a $1 spin.
Awesome, and how often do you guys meet as a club?
We usually meet 5 to 7 p.m. on Fridays, usually on Bush at either Cirque or the Chem Building. For next year, we still don't know our room number, but we've been at SEC 217.
All right, great. And how can students get involved with your club?
Well, you can obviously come to our club meetings. We welcome anyone from Rutgers, and we have like different weekly meetings. Usually we play a bunch of games, like board game night. We have like a trivia night. We do movie nights. And ideally, we try to go to a big convention every semester. So in the fall, we want to go to Comic-Con or Anime NYC. And then in the spring, we're hoping for Anime Boston.
That's awesome. And how can people find your club on social media? Do you guys have an Instagram or anything you'd like to shout out?
Yeah. Our Instagram is RU_Aegis, AJES on Instagram, and that's it. But definitely follow us. We try to post every week for our meetings, and we let everyone know on our Discord as well, and Instagram, like what the plan is for the week. Yeah, that's it.
All right, great. Thank you, Evan. And if you guys want to come check out the Cosplay Cafe, you just need to come to Voorhees Mall, and they'll be here till 3 o'clock today.
Well, that was fun to watch.
Yeah, there's a lot of different clubs tabling here on College Avenue, and it looks like they're all having a great time.
Yeah, right now we're going to take a short break, but don't go anywhere just yet. We still have many more stories to cover, so sit tight and we'll be right back.
Thanks to Rutgers Global, I was able to spend the spring semester studying and shooting on 16mm film in Prague. Living abroad in the Czech Republic brought a host of new experiences, like visiting Prague Castle, learning firsthand about the Czech film industry, and getting to travel to neighboring countries. Studying abroad helps you expand your cultural awareness and push you out of your comfort zone.
Study abroad is eye-opening.
Study abroad is exciting. Study abroad is inspiring. Study abroad is so rad.
Hey everyone!
everyone, it's Head of Flowers here with the Rutgers Day Broadcast, and I'm here with Rick. Would you mind introducing yourself?
Yeah, hi. Okay, so I'm Rick Anderson. I'm Director of Virtual Worlds and Game Research and Immersive Design. And we've been building games for education for like 20 some odd years. And so I'm director of this group. It's like, instead of just game research and all that, we're GRID. And so GRID basically engages faculty in their research and in their educational, like, hey, how do we do this fully online? So we make virtual environments. So today's demo is actually using a technology called Gaussian splats. And we scanned our GRID lab, and I put it in a game engine, and we have blocks and things all falling down, and we do hand recognition so it knows where your fingers are, and you can push the blocks in the room. So we were doing all kinds of new stuff that really relates to like the next generation of virtualization and interactivity.
And how does an event like Rutgers Day help promote GRID?
So one of the things that's really nice about Rutgers Day is that we've got so many people from the community here and all ages. So it's really nice to give people an idea of like, okay, you're a young kid, you're an adult, you're a parent, and like sometimes like this is the first time you see games in action for education. And sometimes it helps a parent understand their kids playing games can also be educational. And like the kids kind of get a chance to see at the university, maybe you can make games that impact people, that are serious or fun, but about learning.
Can you explain the demo a little bit more?
Yeah, so the demo is basically, I took a quick video of the room and it turned it into 3D. So I basically put in the game engine, 3D space, and I transport people there by using the camera and having you find your fingers and your hands and your body. So you virtually walk into the space just using the phone and camera.
Got it. Can you talk about the expo a little bit as well?
So, let's see, the expo is that the event? Okay, and then Rutgers Day, actually one of the really cool things was there's Ag Field Day, which is sort of the agricultural component, and then Rutgers reorganized and did a whole like, hey, let's do Rutgers Day and bring everybody together for it. And so I was at the first Rutgers Day, and we actually did the virtual Livingston campus. I built it out in 3D, and people could virtually walk around it. And so essentially basically real in-person Rutgers Day, and then during COVID and stuff it was virtual everything, so my team's all about building virtual community for that. And then now we're all back in person and we're reconnecting with the community, seeing who all the people are and what their interests are and what all the crazy ideas the kids and the families have.
Yeah, amazing exposure for such a unique project. Thank you guys so much.
It's always so cool seeing how GRID brings games to life.
Yeah, they're great. Well, we're going to go ahead and check out Makerspace again, too.
Hi, everyone. I'm here with Thomas from the Makerspace. Could you tell us a little bit about your pop-up?
For sure. So today here at the Makerspace, we have a bunch of different things. We have VR welding for anyone that would like to see what welding is like. We have a laser engraver making a couple tests with people. And we also have a 3D printer that's making prints to give out to people. Additionally, we have a bunch of samples here of different things that were made at the Makerspace, just because we do so many different things.
That's awesome. And how does that help promote the Makerspace?
Yeah, for sure. So at the Makerspace, since we do have so many things, we have laser engravers, 3D printing, textiles, wood shop, tools, electronics. We have so many different things, and this is a great little pop-up to try and show what we have going on.
Awesome. And where would someone who's interested in the Makerspace find you guys?
For sure. So we're on Livingston campus, about a 3-4 minute walk from the Student Center. On top of that, we also have an Instagram. We're in a bright yellow building right behind the art building.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Thomas. That was the Makerspace. Come pop out behind the Bush Student Center.
I said it before, but I'll say it again. Makerspace makes the coolest stuff.
I need to get over there and make a t-shirt and some stickers.
Up next, we'll be talking about another great opportunity at Rutgers. Let's take a look at the Math, Science, and Computer Science Center and see what they have to offer.
Hi guys, I'm here with Brielle from CMS-CE. Could you tell us a little bit about your pop-up?
Sure. So we work in a K-12 world with STEM and STEAM. So we decided to highlight some of the robotics and coding that we do. So we brought in our solo robots for students, adults, everybody to try out, drive. But what's great is you can actually do all types of coding, block coding, JavaScript too. And then we brought our little robots, which are these robots, where they actually color to create the coding. So it helps for your younger kids to be able to learn how to code. And we do a lot with computer education, so we thought it would be a great way to highlight those programs that we have going on.
And how does that relate to continuing education and docs programs?
So our CMSE does a great job of working with basically birth to death, which is kind of our philosophy at docs. Where we're working more with K-12 students in the classroom. They're coming to us, and then we also work with K-12 teachers doing different programs. We have a Makers Serve education program where teachers are getting continuing education credits in the STEM areas to bring back, and then we also do all kinds of professional development, and then we run camps too. So we kind of hit learning throughout all the ages.
And where can someone who's a little more interested find you guys?
Absolutely. So you can find us at CMSC Rutgers. If you just Google that, we're also on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. All the social media.
Thank you.
What a cool program!
We haven't even seen our next segment, which is about rocket building. Let's check out the students part of that club.
I'm Phil Chacoma here at the Resisto Jets Rocketry 4-H Club, and I'm with Holt Englander. And Cole, right behind you, you have this rocket that you guys actually used at the NASA SLI Student Launch Initiative. So just tell me a little bit more about what that is and tell the viewers.
So Student Launch Initiative is basically a STEM outreach program from NASA, and it's mostly college teams, and basically what it is, it's to simulate what a NASA contractor would go through in order to build a rocket or a component for a rocket. So it requires a lot of documentation, a lot of testing, a lot of safety and stuff like that. So it's not just like you go and launch it, it's more of an experience based on what NASA does to make sure that their rockets are safe and fly correctly.
All right, awesome. And let's just get a better look at the rocket here. Why don't you go down and break down just each part of the rocket? Because of course you use this in the competition already. So just break down what each part does.
Okay, so starting off here, that is the nose cone. Obviously for aerodynamics, there's a GPS tracker in there and also sand ballast to keep it stable. Here you can see a fireproof blanket. This is what the parachute is wrapped in. So when the rocket goes up, obviously it's got to come down safely. So then here is what the parachute sits in, and there's also a payload. We don't have it right now, but that's basically a very big part of the competition. So this year's payload was in order to have a few stem knots, which are basically these little characters, and they're supposed to simulate like what a human would be like in a lander. So you have to come up with some sort of unpowered lander that pops out of the rocket at a certain altitude and flies down under its own power and then lands safely. So then, all that's housed in here. Then this is the avionics bay. That's where the ejection charges are. And what the ejection charges do is once the rocket reaches its highest altitude, once the motor burns out, then the ejection charge pops. And then these components right here separate, and then the first parachute comes out, and that's a small one. And that one will slow it down a little bit, but not too much, until it falls to about roughly 800 feet. And then a second ejection charge pops, and then a larger parachute opens up and it slows down dramatically. And then after this, the payload would come out and fly down. This would be ours. We didn't end up flying ours. We had to do more testing, and we couldn't end up flying it at the competition, the final launch. But at that point, it would have been flown down. It would have been controlled but unpowered, so no propeller or anything like that. It was like a little glider. And then the rocket comes down safely. It lands kind of spread out like this because all the sections are kind of popped apart. And then, we walk out, we collect it and get all of our data and stuff like that from, our flight computers, like the altitude. And this rocket is roughly like around 9 feet tall, and it goes up to about 3,900 feet.
All right, well, Cole, thank you so much. And I love what you're doing here, and keep it up. Thank you.
I can't believe we have students representing NASA.
Those rockets were so sick. It sure looked like a lot of fun, making test models of rockets.
Well, let's check out another program here with Rutgers Neurosurgery.
Back outside the Material Science and Engineering building, I'm at the Jello Brain Surgery table with
Dr. Gupta.
And we got a long little situation here, just a long process kind of. Just tell us a little bit about it, maybe walk us through the steps, because you just told me about it. I think it's really interesting. One of the more interesting tents here at Rutgers Day.
Thank you. So here we demonstrate to the kids how we do real brain surgery. So everybody, what you're seeing here is pretty much what we do in the main operating room. So here we have the kids gown up like a brain surgeon. They get their gowns, their masks, their gloves, and then we move to the first table where they perform jello brain surgery. We have brains that are molded with jello, and they have little blueberries in them representing a tumor, and the kids have to use actual real surgical instruments to take the tumor out. So as you can see here, this student here successfully took out a brain tumor from there. Right here is the jello brain, and now you'll see him taking out a brain tumor. Go ahead, my friend. So here you can see in the operating room, this is how we do it as well. And then we're taking them through the procedure or taking a brain tumor out from a jello brain. And right next to that, the field you see is how we get in the brain. To get to the brain, we have to go through the skull. So what we are demonstrating is how we take the electric drill, and then we drill the skull bone off very gently. Here there is a boiled egg, and the shell represents the skull bone, and the kids have to gently drill out the shell of the egg without impact on the inside of the egg, which might be like a brain for the brain surgery. The next one we have is a brain aneurysm. Aneurysm is a bubble that forms on the blood vessels of the brain, and that bubble can explode. So those are called brain aneurysms. We have a Center for Brain Aneurysms at Robert Wood Johnson Rutgers Health. The balloon represents an aneurysm in the brain, and the kids have to come and put a brain aneurysm clip over here without popping the balloon, so that's the activity they do here. Moving along to the spine surgery, how we do surgery. Here are examples of the spine in the upper part of the spine, and that is the lower part of the spine. And when we fuse the spine, we put some rods and screws, and these are examples of the real actual screws and rods that we use in the operating room right here. So the student has to complete that task of putting a screw in the spine to fuse the abnormal areas of the spine. The next table is we have 3D printed skull bones. Sometimes patients lose their skull bone for one reason or the other, whether it be trauma or infection. Then we have to we create custom implants with 3D printing. We first take a CAT scan. Well, this is a colored one. For example, if this patient has lost part of the left side of the skull, then we take a scan of this, and we print out a 3D printed skull for the patient, or we can use these meshes that we have, which will exactly fit on the patient's skull, and the students actually take this screws and plates. One of the questions we get asked is, how do you put the skull back? The way we put the skull back is we take these screws and plates right here, and then the students have to drill it on either side, and that's what holds the skull back there. So that's the activity. Now, if the student completes all these activities, they get a sticker or they get a certificate for jello brain surgery. They're a Rutgers jello brain surgeon, and
he's going to get one.
And that's the certificate they get for certified Rutgers jello brain surgeon.
The jello brain surgery looked really interactive and fun.
Definitely, there's a lot of fun science things here on Bush campus.
Wow, there's a lot of things to check out on Bush.
There's more to see with phenomenal Faraday physics with the Department of Physics and Astronomy.
My name is Dave Maiulo, and I've been the physics demonstrator here at Rutgers University in the Department of Physics and Astronomy since 1986. Our show for Rutgers Day is the phenomenal Faraday Show, and it's basically another one of our long line of shows. We've been doing it for over 25 years, Mark and myself, and the show is just an hour and a half of science demonstrations that are engaging. The public seems to really enjoy it and love the demonstrations. And the fun part, for me anyway, is that all of our really great students actually are engaging with the public during this. And they're phenomenal people. It really shows our public here in New Jersey just how fantastic our students are. On Rutgers Day, we'll have a pre-show, which is basically 2 hours of hands-on demonstrations. The public can actually engage themselves and try some of the physics, actually feel the definite physics. So we really have a successful show. So we know this. So we know that when we do it for the public, we know they'll be engaged. We know they're going to say, hey, this is a fantastic thing, because they say it.
Let's take a look at more science tables here on Bush. The Department of Materials Science and Engineering is here making liquid nitrogen ice cream.
I'm here outside the Materials Science and Engineering building on Bush campus, and behind me is the very popular liquid nitrogen ice cream tent. I'm here with
Professor Lehman.
And Professor, can you explain just what this tent is, how this process works? Because this is obviously, we just started Rutgers Day and it's already been very popular.
Exactly. Well, liquid nitrogen ice cream illustrates a lot of the concepts that we teach our students in material science. To begin with, liquid nitrogen is a common reagent, if you will, that's used to chill things when we want to fracture polymers to do electron microscopy. We use liquid nitrogen. Here we're using it to super cool mixtures of cream and sugar, ice cream if you will, so that the crystals that form are nanoscale. It gives a very smooth, delicious ice cream. And of course we get a lot of enthusiasm from the students. That's Avi Patel pouring the liquid nitrogen. We have Lexi Medley, Bethany Stanton. I've had these students in class. They're excellent at all phases of material science and packaging. So here it is. This is what we end up with. Sort of a fine semi-crystalline material, not unlike many polymers. Let's see how they did.
What do you think?
Delicious. You guys need to put down all this equipment and start eating ice cream with us. So,
Yeah, you want to interview me eating the ice cream real quick?
well, why not? But let me say one more thing.
Go ahead.
What we're really trying to achieve here is to show the public one of the elements of material science. We are not the most well-known department in the School of Engineering, so we need more outreach. And this is one of the many ways in which we do it.
I think it's a pretty smart way to do it. Ice cream's always popular.
Okay, so give me the microphone now, and we're going to ask Philip to do a test taste of our ice cream. So I don't know, what flavor did they put in? Does it have a distinct flavor?
Yeah, it's definitely vanilla.
Yeah, we love vanilla, yes, but we do mint chocolate chip later on. We do chocolate. We used to do rum raisin, but that's not permitted anymore. Okay, no bueno for rum raisin. Anyway, Philip, what did you think?
Well, it's interesting. I consider myself a big ice cream guy, and having this, I think it's pretty good. I think even with how hot it is out here, the ice cream's, it's not melting a ridiculous amount. It tastes good. It tastes great, and there's more flavors coming up. These flavors, they look a little
we got some serious chocolate going on.
Yeah, it looks like it. So, Material Science and Engineering building. Thank you, Professor. Thank you so much for doing this. You guys will be here all day.
We'll be here all day long. We'll be here all day long. Come on up to Bush campus. Engineering. This is the Material Science and Engineering courtyard. Ice cream for all.
There you go.
I've never seen ice cream served like that before. Honestly, that kind of made me hungry.
There's more food here, actually. They're also making fiberglass cotton candy. Let's see what that's about.
Once again, at the Material Science Engineering building, I'm here with
Professor Ashutosh Goyal.
And we are here, we're standing a little far away just because it's a little loud, the fiberglass cotton candy station. So, Professor, just talk to us a little bit about what the station represents and how exactly it works.
So the station represents, we are making cotton candy over here out of sugar, but what it represents is actually your insulation glass wool inside the house. So the insulation inside around your house that keeps you hot or cool during summers and winters, it's all glass fiber. And how that glass fiber is made is represented by how this cotton candy is made.
Right, so it's kind of similar to the way the sugar spins around. So let's just get a quick look at the cotton candy machine itself, because I'm sure a lot of people have seen it, but just to show that this is how fiberglass gets made.
So, sugar over here represents actually your glass going in there. It's melted. Like the way sugar is melted, similar with the glass is melted, and then with all the fast rotations going on, there are small pores there. So imagine the glass melt, being like converted into fiber coming out of those pores, small pores like the sugar fiber is coming out. and then freezing in to turning into like a wool, like the way you get over here cotton candy.
Okay.
Similarly, glass wool gets into, spinned into your insulation.
Okay, perfect. Well, you guys will be here all day, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
All day here at the Material Science and Engineering Building, Bush Campus, Health Village, Rutgers Day 2024. Professor, thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Nice to meet you.
Glass and cotton candy was not a combo I was expecting, but that's science.
We have one more science segment to cover here on Bush, so let's move over to the Rutgers Formula Race team and see their race car.
Hey everyone, we're here at the Rutgers Formula tent. Can you introduce yourself for us and talk about the organization?
Hi, my name is Zachary Jacobson. As far as our team goes, we are Rutgers Formula Racing. We're a team of engineering students who design, build, and compete Formula One style race cars.
Can you tell us a little bit about what goes into building this machine?
Absolutely. So right after our competition ends in June, we start the design process. It'll take us throughout the rest of the summer into the fall semester. After that, it's all about manufacturing. We focus on building the car, and then hopefully by the beginning of May, we will have a fully finished car that we have plenty of time to test before we ship it out to Michigan for our competition.
What kind of experience does this teach you outside of the construction of the car?
Absolutely. So our engineers in our team get a lot of real-world experience that you can't get in a classroom, whether that's figuring out how your designs on paper work in the real world, or simply just how to work in a team environment when you have such a complicated car that everyone needs to work on together. The teamwork skills you build is absolutely invaluable.
What was the most difficult part of the build this year?
Definitely. So we are 1 year past our transition from a gas-powered car to EV. So most of our energy has been spent perfecting our battery, perfecting how our battery high voltage system works with the rest of the car. As we are electric, that is the most important part, of course.
And where can we find you?
Of course, you can find us on Instagram at Rutgers Formula Racing or at our website at www.rutgersformularacing.com.
Thank you so much, guys. Rutgers Formula.
Okay, I had no idea Rutgers had a Formula race team.
Neither did I, but those race cars looked really cool. What a great way to wrap up our Bush segment.
Now, entering the end of our live broadcast show, we are showcasing Scarlet Media, the team who put this whole show together. Let's watch the alumni from Scarlet Media.
Hi, my name is Christine. I graduated in spring 2023. I remember I was just looking to get my hands on any sort of production experience.
Hi, my name is Finley King. I worked at Scarlet Media for 3 years and I graduated in 2021. So I got involved with Scarlet Media when I was studying film at Mason Gross.
Yeah, so my name's Toyin Fadahunsi. I was working at Scarlet Media from around 2018 up until around 2020, 2021.
I went over and I got interviewed with them and I started pretty soon into my freshman year.
I'm pretty sure my first shoot was the maker space, vinyl cutting. I remember I was a little nervous, but not too nervous. I remember before I even started, we had a session of how to use all the equipment in our office and the studio. So that was really helpful.
My first job at Scarlet Media was to help film an ROTC training video. I was really nervous for my first gig because it was so unusual. And to film this training video, it involved having to wake up at 5 a.m. and going into the middle of the woods while it was snowing and raining. And we spent approximately 6 hours filming rifle training with these ROTC people. And it was a really intense first job, but funny enough, when you work in film and TV, you are waking up at 5 a.m. and going into the middle of the woods and you're cold and sweaty all the time. So it was great training for the future.
It was actually really fun because we went to Cook Dug, I believe, and they were doing a meet and greet with the author of Goosebumps, R.L. Stine. And so we were actually asked to come and do an interview with him.
One major skill I learned working at Scarlet Media was the power of professionalism. And basically what that boils down to is, yes, it's important to know how to use your cameras, it's important to know how to use your sound equipment, but what's most important is knowing how to work with a client and keep a professional stance while also having a nice relationship that will keep this client coming back. It's just as important to show up, a half hour early as it is to have the right exposure on your camera.
Scarlet Media created a really great foundation for me for my future opportunities. We're always communicating either with each other, with Laura, or with any clients or professors that we're working with.
If you want to take out equipment, right? Being able to do that online, right? When you bring all that stuff back, putting batteries on chargers, putting SD cards and making sure they're uploaded immediately, right? Making sure, things are in the right places, all that kind of stuff, right? Which is really important because like my job now, there definitely is that need of organization.
In terms of being out in the field, I would definitely just say like be open to literally helping everyone. Having an open mind when it comes to feedback, being able to ask everyone around you, like, what do you think of this? Not being like super shy and like hiding it.
Take advantage of all the opportunities that Scarlet Media gives you. Even the smallest shoot, get as much experience as you can soak up. Having that 4 years there really helped me to solidify my resume.
Yeah, I think from the Scarlet Media perspective, I definitely, now that I'm a little older, I definitely appreciate it more. I think when you're doing it, it's kind of just like, this is a job. When you look back on it, at least for myself, it's just like, I didn't realize like how much fun I did have.
Enjoy your time and like the flexibility that you have with this work, because I feel like outside of this world, sometimes, there are like stricter rules. So being able to truly experiment with your style and the type of videos that you like to make and just like voicing out your ideas to a team is really valuable.
What I missed the most and what I really appreciate was the ability to fail and learn from your mistakes. You're in an environment where you're supposed to be learning, and learning includes messing up or not making the right choice or just completely failing on a project, and learning how to fix your mistakes or learning how to better your actions in the future.
I definitely look back at my time at Scarlet Media like with a really positive eye. Without that experience, I wouldn't have been able to learn as much or make like a certain network.
My advice to future members of Scarlet Media is to lean into your weak side. So if you don't know how to work a certain piece of equipment, or you don't know how a certain tool works in Premiere, or maybe you want to learn visual effects and After Effects, you should really push yourself into working on those skills that you're not so good at, so you can become good at them. Really, what's going to make you stand out in the future is having a variety of skills, and at Scarlet Media you can learn these skills.
I definitely would say, take risks, definitely try new things, definitely just speak out and just be yourself. I think it's the best thing.
One of my favorite jobs that I ever worked, ever at all. I still talk about Scarlet Media to this day. And I would say whatever you can grab onto, because getting your experience in sooner than later is definitely better.
Well, everyone, we made it to the end of our show. I cannot believe all of the amazing and exciting stories we've covered today.
We've covered so many stories with all the wonderful clubs and programs Rutgers has to offer on all of our different campuses. What would you say was your favorite story we covered today?
Mine would have to be the Formula Racing story. It was absolutely insane.
That was a great one. I would say mine was probably the Cosplay Cafe.
Yeah. It's been such a great time hosting for you all today. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast as much as we did.
Though our live broadcast is ending, Rutgers Day is not over just yet. Make sure you check out what all the campuses have to offer today until 4 p.m.
For sure, I know I will. Thank you so much for tuning in, and shout out to all of the crews for making this happen. I'm Hedda Flowers, and this is Jessie. And then this is our crew.